Hello, fellow citizens. It is our duty to take part in the actions and decisions of our government as dutiful citizens. So, before we take part in the duties of a government and decisions taken by a government, we should first be aware of certain terms that exist. These terms are some of the most common and some basic terms that are interchangeably used and wrongly understood. Today, I would like to discuss with you the various forms of modern government and the forms of modern constitutions that exist. So first, let's deal with the modern governments. There are, broadly speaking, 4 types. The first one is the parliamentary form of government. The second one is the presidential form. Third one is the military dictatorship. And the fourth one is single person dictatorship. Now, what is parliamentary form of government? A parliamentary form of government wherein the state is officially headed by the president, but the prime minister is the actual ruler. It is also a government wherein the executive is responsible to the legislature for all its actions. A parliamentary form of government is existing at India at present. What's a presidential form of government? A presidential form of government is when there is only one head of the state, and that head is the president. In this kind of government, the executive is not responsible to the legislature for its actions, and moreover, the president is the head of the executive, and so his decisions are the final word of the nation. The term military dictatorship refers to a state of government wherein the actual ruling government had been overthrown by the people, and the people, not being able to rule themselves, have given the control over to military personnel. It could also be a case wherein the military power seized the government duties from the ruling body because of the inefficiency of the ruling body. Military dictatorship is rather strict. People are restricted on all aspects of life, from getting property to getting children. Dictatorship is one wherein a single person is the sole swayer of the government. This single person may be a commoner or may be a predominant ruler in the government that existed prior to this dictatorship. A dictatorship could be ruthless, in the sense it could be totalitarian, or it could be lenient. Now that we know the broad classifications of the modern forms of government, let us take a look at the constitution of states. What is a constitution? It is nothing but the basic foundation of rules and regulations and maybe laws that help to run the government in a country. Now, constitutions are of 4 broad types. These are rigid constitutions, flexible constitutions, written constitutions, and unwritten constitutions. Rigid constitution is one wherein there is a different procedure for amending constitutional laws and ordinary laws. See, when a law is created and when a law is amended, that law is categorized into 2. The first one could be a constitutional amended law, which brings a change in the constitution of the nation, and the second one is one wherein the law is created for ordinary usage of the citizens. Now, in a rigid constitution, the process is different for both, and the process for amending the constitution is very difficult. A flexible constitution, on the other hand, has the same process for amending a constitutional law and an ordinary law. A written constitution is one wherein the rules of the constitution are all written at one particular time period. And most of the rules are written down in a written constitution, whereas in an unwritten constitution, most of the rules are not written down, and the rules that are written down are not written down at a one period of time. Therefore, the constitution changes from time to time and from circumstance to circumstance. We must remember, however, that a written constitution or an unwritten constitution can also be a rigid or a flexible constitution. These two are linked concepts in a constitution. So next time, I'll meet you guys with another set of political terms. Thank you.